So you may be wondering, how do I find uranium glass when I'm out in the thrift stores or antique shops? And you have a couple of options. So one is a UV flashlight. I got this one from UV Beast. It is a 365 nanometer. And so if I shine it on the uranium glass, you'll see that I've got a green fluorescence. Now there are other types of glass that will glow, cerium glass, manganese glass, and then also there are other things that could be used in the glass making process that will glow, such as boron nitride release compound. That's what makes this red glass glow yellow. The other thing that you can do is you can use a Geiger counter. Now, there are a few options for Geiger counters. There are a lot of cheaper ones online that you can find, whether it's a Geiger-Muller tube counter or a scintillation counter. And what you need to know about uranium glass is most of its emission is alpha particles. So you will need to find either a GM tube counter that has an alpha window, or you'll need to find a really sensitive survey meter that has, for instance, this 44-2 Ludlum probe that is a scintillator, but it has a large scintillator crystal, and it's very sensitive to low energy gamma, which uranium glass will put off some low energy gamma. So turning this on, this Rad Alert 50, you can hear the audio clicks. I can put it up closer to the glass, and I start getting a reading off of it. This is probably the strongest emission out of any of my uranium glass. And this counter works well for that. Now, if I take this smoke detector, which is an ionization detector, it has a small amount of americium-241 in it. That emits almost entirely alpha, but there is some gamma emission. But on this GM tube counter, it doesn't do a very good job of detecting that low energy gamma. Now, if I take my Ludlum Model 3 and use it, it will detect that gamma very strongly. So I can move away, and you'll see that the levels are falling. I can bring it over here to this piece of uranium glass, and you can see that I also get a strong reading there. Now with something like this uranium glass marble, I don't get very much of a reading at all. So on uranium glass, it depends on how much uranium they used, whether it's antique uranium glass or modern uranium glass. On modern uranium glass, they're pretty much using exclusively depleted uranium, so it won't have as much activity. And then of course, on this boron nitride glass, you can see that I'm not getting anything above background. And then with these other pieces, they will drive the reading up a little bit, but not a lot. So really the best answer on whether or not you can use a Geiger counter to find uranium glass is maybe. For a piece like this, that would be very easy to find doing a casual survey in a store. But for a piece like this, you'll have to watch your meter or be listening closely to the clicks to hear that increase, and you have to be very close to be able to hear the change. So that's basically it. The easiest thing that you're probably going to be able to do is go onto Amazon or another site and get a 365 or 395 nanometer light, and you'll just be able to shine across and see what you're looking for. I also recommend getting a Geiger counter because there are glasses out there that are green, that will fluoresce green, that are not necessarily uranium glass. And if what you're looking for is to have some sort of radioactive, spicy, quote-unquote glass in your collection, then best be able to find it with the light, but then you'll want to verify it with a Geiger counter. I'll put links to more information about these down in the description, and of course if you have any questions, comments, put them down below, and make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.